Country patrons, my name is Amber Gagliardi. I'm librarian here at the Middle Country Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make our trio of succulent magnets. The final project is going to look like this. You can see we have these adorable magnets with the succulent coming out of them, and we use a cork, and it is just so cute. These can go on your refrigerator, or if you have a magnetic board like this, you can decorate your office or even your kitchen or living room. So there's a lot of things you can do with these, and I just think they're adorable. So hopefully you've had a chance to pick up your take and make bag. In your bag, you got these succulents. Now we give you 3 different kinds, so you can have 3 different designs. We gave you 3 corks, and we gave you 6 magnets. In addition to what we gave you, you're going to probably want a pair of pliers to cut these down, or a strong pair of scissors. Of course, a pair of scissors, I just mentioned that. You're going to want a craft knife like this one, or you can use your scissors. I love this craft knife I have. It's made by Cricut. I use it for everything. It's just really useful, and it works well for this project. If you'd like to add some color to your project, you're going to want some paint. I have a few different colors that kind of match the succulents I have. So I purposely picked out some purple to match this purple succulent that I got in this kit, some blue to match this one, and then I have some pink here. So we'll see what we'll do with it. Some painter's tape if you want a nice straight line on your magnet, or excuse me, on your cork. And you're definitely going to need some hot glue. Like most of our craft projects, we always use the glue. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take your craft knife or your scissors, and you are going to go ahead and create a nice space for the succulent to go into. So just go ahead and carve it out. Now this gets a little messy, so if you want, you can go over a garbage can or have a little bucket or something. And you're just going to spend a good amount of time getting the cork out. Okay, you can also take the end of your scissors like this and do the same thing. So you certainly don't have to have a craft knife. Okay, and once you have a decent size carved out, then you should be good to go. Now, some of these you can just pull out and stick it right in here. So you're going to want to just take a look at your succulent and see if it fits. So you can, kind of carve it out here. I can see that I just want to go a little bit further with this one. A little bit more. Okay, I like how this one looks. Now you're going to want to repeat that for all 3 succulents. So these ones I pre-did, so you can kind of see. I'm going to put one of the purples in here. Of course, cut off your tag. Now, for the purple ones here, when you pull it out, it only has this like metal here, and it pulls it completely out. You're going to need this part to go into the cork. So in this case, with the purple ones and some of the other ones, you're going to want to use a strong pair of scissors, or if you have side cutters, pliers, you can go ahead. I'm going to take this out so it's a little bit easier to cut, and I'm going to just cut it. You do have to muscle this a little bit because it is thick, but I promise you it will go. Okay. Now you can see I left enough so it can stick in the cork. And you could always hot glue it again so it sticks right in. That would be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So again, just put a little hot glue. Right in there. And then immediately stick it in. Like that. So the other thing you're going to do is you need these to sit flush against your either your refrigerator or your whiteboard. So you're going to want to cut one side of these down. So go ahead and take your scissors and right to the inner part of the stem, you're going to go ahead and just cut them. So there's like 3 or 4 stems you're going to have to cut down. And the goal is to have it sit flush against, you know, a refrigerator or a magnet board. So you can kind of play around with it. Okay, and again, you're going to want to use your hot glue to put some in the cork. So this stays nice and secure. So I just put a generous amount of hot glue in. And you might just want to consider like what side you like too. So I kind of like this little symbol on here. So I want that to be in the front. And just give it a moment to set with the hot glue. Okay. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do to your corks is add a pop of color. So if you go ahead and get your paintbrush out, I'm going to continue to use, let me see, do something. Let me do some blue. I'm using this acrylic paint, so I find this is good for most of my craft projects. I have a whole bunch of the stuff all in different colors, so that's what I'm using. And the same thing, this blue one has that metal tip in it, so you're going to probably need some strong pliers to cut it down. And again, just muscle it. And go ahead and get your cork out. And I am going to use some painter's tape. And I'm just going to do it about halfway. Make sure it's nice and straight. So take your time on this. And then I'm just going to paint everything not in the painter's tape blue. And it's funny, this is kind of like the same color, so it's hard to see the division, but okay, and then you're going to let this dry. Now again, I'm going to show you one more time how to kind of make this flat. So again, you just use your scissors to cut the 3 petals that are going to sit flush to your refrigerator. And you may just have to cut like half of a leaf here, just so it all sits. And you can, these are nice because you can move them around. So as long as it sits against whatever you're putting it in, it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and also cut this cork. Excuse me, this succulent. Now you can see with this one, it looks nice, just natural too. This one has nothing on it there. And that looks really good too. So if you don't want to paint them, you don't have to. So again, I'm just cutting enough stems so this could sit flush against the refrigerator. Okay, now once you do all that, you get all your paint done, you get everything organized, you can get rid of all this stuff. Then you're gonna wanna add your magnets. So what you're gonna do is you need 2 for each cork. If you just put 1, it will droop right over. You really need 2. These are heavy, so just keep that in mind. So you're gonna use 2 of the magnets we gave you. We gave you 6 altogether. And some of them came with a little bit of adhesive, but you're gonna want more. So go ahead and put a generous amount of glue. You're gonna put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom of the cork. Okay, and if you find this is coming out, you could always add a little bit more glue to hold in your succulent. Let that dry. I'll go ahead and show you with this purple one again. You're gonna want 2 squirts of your Okay. Now, before you go sticking them on, just give it a second. You know, hot glue does dry quickly, so you'll be able to use those in just a moment. So again, you can see once they're done, you can move them around. Really, really cute. So once they're dry, thick. And if you find that they aren't, you can go ahead and trim your leaves. So I'm going to do that here. Trim, trim, trim. Gotta trim this one a little bit more. So they'll kind of fall off if you don't trim them. So you do that. And there you have it. Those are just adorable. Let me show you here kind of what they look like. See, you know, you carved out the middle of the cork. You just go ahead and stick the succulent in. Make sure you secure it with hot glue. Add a pop of color if you want with some paint. Stick your magnets on, and there you have it. Oops, this one's falling off on me. Might just have to trim that one down a little bit. But these stick nicely once you have it nice and flush. I've also seen this done with the real succulents. So if you carve it out enough, put a little bit of dirt on it, you have a very small succulent. You know, corks are organic and things can limit them. So you can go ahead and try that. I haven't tried it yet, but that would be fun. You can see here, I didn't do the painter's tape, but this had some pretty flowers in the cork. So I just kind of did a light coat of the paint, and that looks nice too. So you can really do a lot with this, and it's just a fun project. The corks are really popular. You have corks laying around. It's a good way to recycle them and do something fun with them. So if you try anything different, let me know. Send me an email. I'd love to see what you do. It's gagliardiamber@mcpl.org. Or mcpllibrary.org, excuse me. So you can certainly send me an email. I could share it on our social media so everyone can kind of see what you're doing here at the library. And let me know if you have any ideas for upcoming projects. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.